Meeting to order at the Town of Pelletier Board of Commissioners. It's Monday, August the 4th, 2025. Roll call.
Walter Vincent.
He's here.
Ian Taylor.
He's here.
Dale Sauer.
Here.
Sonny Mason.
Here.
David Bragg.
Here.
Tim Quinn.
Here.
All right, let's all stand for the pledge and invocation, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alice?
Heavenly Father, as we come to you tonight, we thank you for the time that you've given. We thank you for each one that has interest in this town. And we ask that you lead, guide, and direct us to do that which is beneficial and helpful for each and every one. All this we ask in your precious and loving name.
Amen. Sonny, you are tall.
Makes it easier to get out of this chair, too.
All right. Y'all have the agenda in front of you. If there's no changes to agenda, do I hear a motion to adopt as written?
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Approval of the minutes of the July 7th, 2025 meeting. Everybody had a chance to read it. If there's no changes, do I hear a motion to approve as written?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next, Code Enforcement Officer, Lieutenant Chris Jensen.
Here it is.
Glad to see you can make it, sir.
I always appreciate it. Should be in this week.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And I'm still working on yours too. Numbers 5.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, gentlemen. I'll go right to it. I received a number of complaints this month. Kind of hearing off the same stuff as last month with the cats off better for red, things like this. Have been dealing with that. I've been talking to the old folks in there feeding the cats and trying to get them to stop that, but who knows. Another thing I've been dealing with is there was a homeless man in a gold van setting up shop there in the parking lot, homeless feller, and I tried to get him to move. I had to ask him a couple times because in order to enforce a trespass complaint, I need a victim, and the victim, of course, is avoiding me because of other things that are going on. So I believe I've left him into the point where he's gone now. I haven't seen this van in a couple days.
He's located in Cape Carteret now in the parking lot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I told him, since Cape Carteret's a nicer place. And we also had a guy that ended up on the backside of the diesel mechanic shop there, right down the road, which is near ETJ, not your town, realize. But I had to talk to him. The next morning I found him sleeping under the bridge there coming into town. And I told him to move along as well, to tell his friends, share it with all he could, that we're not gonna be taking that. So anyway, let's see if that works for us, that's good. Wrote up a whole thing about that, you can read more about it if you want. All right, now we got the properties on the notice. It's the same as last month, really. So there's nothing new there. Caveats is this, the guy that I have on call to help me remove said items on my little red checklist will be meeting me this Friday, and we'll be touring the town to see how much that's gonna cost the town. And although I'm gonna get that to Miss B directly so you'll know before it happens. Another one on the list that was added kind of at the end of the last meeting would be the 170/176 Bucks Corner Road there. This is in concerns to the sheds that are right alongside the road out in front of that church. And I've tried to get up with that man several times. I've mailed him. He's got addresses in Maysville here. So I mailed 30-day notices to every address I could find on my computer system. I think it totaled 6. And I posted in front of his door, but I think there's a migrant family currently living in the thing he just finished, his house. Because none of them speak English. And I didn't get much play out of that. How about that? So I taped a big old sign to their door. And I'm trying to make several attempts at contact from early morning to super late at night and have not run up against the guy. So I'm trying, but it doesn't matter, the clock is ticking. He's been duly notified and he's got about 14 days. Otherwise, I'll just get my guy that I'm taking on a little tour, give me a price on moving the sheds out for him. Sound like a plan? Okay.
Excuse me, did you say that, who's living in the double wide?
The one that he just finished up and put all that time and money into with the pool in the backyard. Oh, he does, it's very nice, I took notice. Yeah, and there's I would guess Central American / Mexican family possibly living in it right now. About 7 or 8 people. Which I found unusual because, but whatever, hey, that's.
One second.
Sir.
Do you recall him ever coming to get zoning permits to work on them places?
That's what I was wondering.
The man-
Jonathan Rice.
Yeah, well, he lives at 176 Bucks Corner.
And what's his name?
Rice.
Rice.
No, he hasn't come back since he was here.
From the initial.
Okay,
thing.
so hasn't seen you about putting up a sign?
No.
Decks inside of the
RV park.
park,
Or how about the
remodeling of the double wide,
Huge fence.
remodeling of the second one.
Fence.
The fence doesn't require one.
fencing? It doesn't, not even that backyard one?
No, they're privacy fences,
There's a height requirement, isn't there?
6 foot.
Okay, might wanna look into that, you're the builder, I don't know.
That one's 8.
Yeah.
That's
So you
8
ain't got
feet.
any kind of,
So he hasn't contacted the town for no permits.
I was gonna use that one as well.
Well, so was I, but I told you,
No, I mean,
I told you give him 2 weeks and it's been a month before I reported him to the building inspector.
Right, well, that's a separate matter, I'm dealing with this thing, I'm dealing with those sheds and that dilapidated car on the side of the road there, in front of the church.
Yes.
So, my feeling is on that, you do what you do and I'll continue on with what I'm doing.
that's good.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Get them out of there.
But mine's a cap gun that I carry.
If you'd like me to walk up with you, I'd be happy to. Would like to make contact.
I hear you.
And I've got better than a cap gun. All right,
Got to employ.
police calls for the town of Peltier. Last month, you guys generated 49 calls of service. The ETJ was 37 calls of service for a grand total of 86 calls for service. This month, I was able to run off July's report, but I still have yet to been able to run off June's. I don't know, my computer does not want me to have June. I don't know what's going on, but you got July's. For both the ETJ and your town. Any questions?
I don't know the exact address, but it's Peltier Loop Road. Just this side, right across the street from the storage place. Right this side, down Lonnie Collins' house.
Okay.
On the left, it's a trailer. There's 2 trailers, I think, set back off the road. And
Okay.
he's got a bunch of junk and stuff in his yard, but I understand there was a call there the other day or something, that somebody was shooting or,
I definitely get to it. I wasn't the officer that went to it, so I'm not sure.
but I mean, have we had complaints there before?
No. Not that I can recall.
We'll talk about that in the meeting.
But we can talk about that afterwards. Just come see me. I'll look into it further. All right?
Any questions?
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. All right, next, West Carter Fire and EMS report. Chief Pendle.
Good evening.
July was another busy month for us. We had 203 calls for service, 13.5% increase from 24. We had 179 last year, 203 this year. We're still on track about 10% above 2024 on total call volume, which is going to still put us at about 2,200, the busiest year yet. And as we keep growing, it's just going to get worse. More and more people mean more and more calls. Pelletier had 10 EMS calls. They had 1 dispatch for a building fire, 2 MVCs, and 3 calls for service in the other category. Typically, those are dispatched and canceled in routes and just service calls. Other than that, it's been busy and it has not slowed down. The fire marshal's report, this month we completed 21 inspections. We're still on track for the 3rd year in a row to have all the town's businesses inspected again. Had 7 smoke detector installs, 12 plan reviews, and only 2 complaints and violations throughout the district. Prevention's working well. We're actually getting ready and planning for a ISO inspection we anticipate next year, so you may see us out and about doing hydrants and water flows. We're trying to set up permanent static water sites. We got a few of them slated out throughout the district. There'll be signs up that say Water Point. Can't remember, I don't think we had any in Pelletier, but they'll be close by for using. So, but other than that, staying busy. Any questions?
No, sir. You're good to go. All right, next, the finance report. Paul?
Oh. Read something else, I'm sorry about that. Our money, we got 27,991.58, is that correct?
Yeah.
And on our general fund, we've got general account 277,523 at 48 cents, correct? And we collected, last month we were talking about, there was 22,000, I think, that we hadn't collected. We didn't think we had collected, but we had, is that correct?
Yes, it was,
So we've got that.
it was a total of $22,852.48 that we did find.
But that is in the treasury now, correct?
Yes.
That was a typo. What was the reason for that? That's up to
When they were doing their changeover in software, I usually get an email telling me that so much was deposited, and I did not get it. So when I did the report, I wasn't aware of it. I caught it on the bank statement, and then they verified it for me. But when I did the following month's report, I didn't think to go back and add that in.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they sent us a report for the calendar year, and everything balanced out.
Okay. Any questions? All right, planning report.
Okay, first there was a new chair appointed, that being Donna Beerley. The planning board approved the new rezone form. The planning board asked that there be additional, planning board member additional comments added to the agenda. There was a rezone at 612 Pelletier Loop Road. The request was to rezone from R20 to MC. That was denied. The staff recommended that this rezone be denied because they said the proposal is inconsistent with the 2021 CAMA land use plan, which classifies this area as limited transition with a recommended density of 3 units per acre or less. The MZ zoning district allows denser development and a wide variety of uses, many of which are incompatible with the surrounding residential character. The property is not located near existing MC parcels and would be the largest MC zone parcel in the town by far. The staff concluded that the rezoning would primarily benefit the property owner and is not reasonable or in the public interest. So the board denied it, and it's gonna be passed on to the commissioners. There was also a rezone from R20 to B1. That was along Highway 58 and Pelletier Loop. That rezone request was approved. There was another rezone request at the clubhouse, the old golf course clubhouse, from R20 to B1. That was tabled since the application is incomplete. That's it.
All right. Next, commissioners report. Walt?
Nothing except, I can't remember, I wish I knew the address exactly, but it's the two trailers, is right, you know, before you get to.
Rowdy Jones's old
Yeah,
place?
Rowdy Jones's old place. There's been some complaints, people was talking about, Chris, they're shooting guns all the time, day and night. Another night, they had something out there, one guy had the guns, and was shooting the other guy, and I think they had 3 or 4 deputies up there. But, and they got all that junk piled, there's a bunch of junk stuff piled in the backyard too, so I don't know what's going on, but maybe that's something that y'all, I think the sheriff's department's already aware of it, if they've been there, so. But some of the neighbors, I know that, but that's the criminal side, I know you want the civil side, but, it's something that,
I'll look into it.
that you can look at, maybe see something about the garbage or the trash that's back there, I don't know if it did. But, the neighbors are complaining about, afraid to go out, ready to get shot, and they said they got, some kind of noise all night long, up to wee hours, music playing, hollering and all that stuff.
Where is this?
It's on,
It's,
Friday.
on Pelletier Loop Road, as you're going down it, you'll pass Mustang Lane, and then it's the last residence on the left-hand side. And if you go past the old church that's on the right, you're going too far. But it's the last resident right there on the road.
But if you're going this way out, and Old Church Road, if you're on your right, just past it.
I think Michelle Jones owns the one trailer where Rowdy used to live. She moved a new trailer in right there.
Anyway, it's not the kind of environment we want in our town, I don't think. I mean, they just quiet down the road, we'll talk about it.
All right,
That's it.
all right, Dan?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, Sonny?
No, good.
David?
I made a few calls for Ricky and Bogue and LB about the property and you can drive the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two opposite on Pelletier Shores, but have not getting any estimate to submit to get that stuff done. So I'll be making more calls and I guess maybe spread it out to more people.
What is that now, David?
Okay.
Sir?
What is that, what property is that?
We have drainage problems at Deacon Drive and Pettiford Road, and also Pelletier Shore Drive, right there at the beginning. There's some drainage problem there.
The LB, Ricky's the one who wants to mess with it, or haven't got back with you?
He hadn't given me a call back. I left one more message with him, but I haven't been pressing.
Yeah.
I know it's a busy time for him as well, so.
I noticed you got 2 bags of pavement patch back here.
Yes.
Okay. If I get a chance, I know Pettiford Road's got, I think there's 3 spots that needs some patchwork done to it.
Gotcha.
So if I can get to it, well, I'll do it because I know you're swamped as well,
That's
so.
fine.
But, so if you notice a bag or so missing back there, it's because I got it.
That's fine. Let me know if you need a tamper.
I got one. I know who he is.
Yes. Other than that, I have nothing.
All right, Mr. Quinn?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Oh, there's one thing I forgot. I really need to acknowledge today is a happy birthday to the United States Coast Guard.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll allow that.
How old is it, Walt?
235 years.
They're only about that age too, aren't they?
That's just a year older than me.
Oh, okay.
All right, Mayor's report. I got one thing I'd like to ask. Of course, hopefully we can do this. Is there any way we can just add, like 15 minutes to our planning board's time? Say their time's usually from 6:30. Like to add, make their time from 6 to 6:45. And then our meetings will start at, right after that.
I'll make them 6:45 and then we still stay at 6:30, 5:45.
I think that's the pleasure of the board. If you want to establish that, I'd recommend probably a motion tonight to establish that next month, and then going forward, just make sure that it's properly notified. Every
Yeah,
month.
because we will have to notify the papers and put it on, everything, our website, Facebook and everything.
I don't know that you need to necessarily change the planning board's time, because obviously they can just fill in the gaps left by y'all. It would just be necessary for the board of commissioners to move your start time to 6:50 or 7 o'clock, whenever you want to do that.
Okay, all right. All right, do y'all understand, it seems like we're rushing the planning board out of here.
Yeah.
So if we can allow at least an extra 15 minutes and move our meeting time from 6:30 to 6:45, that will give them enough time to kind of finish up what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that way we weren't rushing them out here.
I make a motion that we move the time to 6:45 for the board of commissioners.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, so B, we'll have to notify everybody about that, okay?
Is that gonna be enough time now, you think?
Yeah.
Y'all thought about meeting on a different day?
You can still come visit with us.
Monday's good.
All right, we'll move to new business. Planning board seat availability. Of course, we got Caesar resigned last month as well. So we got 2 open seats. Now, I'd like to fill one of them seats with Donna Beardley, as she is, even though she's on the planning board, she's on the planning board for the ETJ. But, she needs to be on the planning board for the town.
So,
Second.
All right, I have a motion to make her a town, planning board member.
she's just moving her from ETJ to the town.
Yes.
Right.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so now the town still got 1 seat to fill from someone inside the town, and 1 to represent the ETJ, which would have to be approved by the county. B, the county will be notified that Donna is no longer representing them on our planning board.
This is just, I don't know, I can't remember. Can you be on the town board and the planning board?
That'd be the man to ask.
Can
No.
Yeah, I think my recommendation, I think you could do it, it's just that Carlton pointed out, there's some limitations that apply. So my recommendation would be
So why
not,
what,
some limitations that
Oh,
apply.
yeah.
You, as a town board of commissioners member, you can't also vote on consistency and reasonableness statements if you're on the planning board. So my recommendation would be to keep those 2 jobs separate instead of having.
That vote, they do that,
And
the
you,
mayor's on the planning board.
what I'm saying is you can do it, and look, if
I don't-
the mayor wants to serve,
I'm not-
he doesn't necessarily have to vote on the reasonable consistency issues unless there's a tie break.
Yeah.
But my point is, because of that limitation, it may be better to have a planning board member who's not a member of the board of commissioners, because they're not, if they're not a member of the Board of Commissioners, they're not gonna be limited in any way when they have to vote.
And we've always had 10 seconds, so. That's just something I thought about. Somebody asked me.
All right, we'll move right on to number 2 on this is review sign permit application checklist. It is, if you look through your thing, you'll find the front page of it has ECC. That is the beginning. The back page is the application, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. I've read this, Carlton. The one thing for the sign application, number 3 there, where you have, two sets of plan to be submitted to the building inspectors when required.
Yeah, and I.
That's more just a recommendation because,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and I took that language straight from the ordinance. It is kind of vague, when required. I think that it'd be necessary if you're gonna, build a structure that would have to get, the building permit.
yeah, and that's one of the things, like if when we give out a zoning permit, we need to make sure whoever that zoning permit's getting this is not a building permit. That would be the one thing that we need to make sure it gets across. So, y'all read this? Anybody have a problem with it?
Looks good.
Do I hear a motion to approve the application checklist for signs?
Motion.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Hazard mitigation plan staff report. What you got there, Carl?
Really, basically 3 and 4 can be divided into one item. It's just, there's a new hazard mitigation plan, a regional hazard mitigation plan, consulting firm that coordinated development of this plan, reached out to town staff, requested that the town adopt it. The town adopted the previous 2020 Pamlico Sound Regional Hazard Mitigation Plan, which expired June of this year. It's important that the town be attached to a hazard mitigation plan so it can be eligible for properties, but then it can be eligible for federal mitigation grant funds.
FEMA.
So, yeah, and basically that's why it's necessary.
Okay.
So, I believe the plan's not subject to the land use plan adoption process specified in 160B. So this could be just adopted by resolution, and I've provided a resolution to sign if y'all would like to adopt it. But it's a large document. I think it's like 600 plus. Oh, okay, 800 plus pages.
Which is why we don't run it off.
Don't read it.
But it's just a standard hazard mitigation plan. And it was developed by, as I noted on the report here, it wasn't developed by the consulting firm. It was developed with their assistant. So it involved representatives from local governments from the Ford County region. And just to assess risk and vulnerability and the ability of jurisdictions within the Ford County region to respond to these potential problems or disasters. So that's the whole portion. The whole point of this plan is to basically, yes, look and see what could be a risk and what do we have What tools do we already have that we can use to fight back or minimize, mitigate those risks? And what we could do better. So yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay, does anybody have any questions?
This is the Pampa Code Sound Regional,
Yes, sir.
so that's how many counties?
It's Beaufort, Conrad, Craven, and Pamlico counties, and all municipalities with that.
Okay.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Did you have anything else?
No, I just wanted to make sure that, we're not gonna hurt the sprinklers.
No, this has nothing to do with it. So I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Well, it takes care of both of them then. Public comments, limited 3 minutes.
Chris, I want to direct this towards you. A couple of weeks ago.
Wait a minute, this is public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. What do I know? A couple of weeks ago, there was an incident at the end of Pelletier, going out of Pelletier towards 58, and the police were there. There was an intruder in someone's backyard. And the resident said that the person appeared to be on drugs, whatever. But then I found out the other day, my neighbor, they were away, and his son-in-law had cameras on, and there was a man in his driveway, and the man had his pants down. It's pretty disgusting. So I just kind of want to put that out there, to be careful. Nobody knows who this individual is that was caught on the camera, but I just wanted to make the town aware of that. Also, I have a suggestion, and it's about, in the future, possibly recording planning board meetings, if the town is so inclined. I think it would be a good idea. If you look at other towns in the area, most of them have their planning board meetings recorded, and obviously a lot goes on now, but people don't know what goes on, and it would just be helpful to the general public if this is something we can do. Sorry, Karen. She's ignoring me. So thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
I have a few questions, Bill.
No questions.
The two mobile
No
homes.
questions, just comments, please.
Oh, all right, I'll make a comment. Today I was working out in the yard, and I believe the racetrack was running cars. And I don't think today is the day that they are approved to do this.
That's correct. And they were out there. They started about 1:30, 1 o'clock, something like that.
So they can't practice except on Wednesdays, is that right?
Wednesdays, the week that there's no race, it's Wednesdays. The week of a race is Wednesdays and Fridays. But,
The race was Saturday.
huh?
Never one in the day.
Never Mondays, no. But he's on that track. He can be on there 7 days a week. He doesn't care. He will not follow the rules.
See him again?
Yeah, I mean, what is the most that he can be fined?
I'd have to look at the ordinance and figure that out, because I'm not sure off the top of my head.
And it seems to me he's using it more often. I think I called Chris today.
So,
If he's out there doing, that's the recourse the town has, is to
yeah, well, we got to start doing something with him as well, because,
My question would be, since we've already been down the path with him with the 30-day notice and all that garbage, can we just go right into the citation part?
Seems like we get Tom.
I think we'll probably have to give him a 30-day notice, but we don't have to go no further than that, do we?
No, and this is a sort of reset. You're going to have to give them a 30-day notice. You don't have to give them more than 30 days.
30, the
I'm just gonna
limit.
hand it off to him tomorrow then,
And every car is a
violation.
different violation.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to be done.
Damn question.
Mm.
Because Chris can't be there all the time. should we just call and leave messages for Chris so we know what days he's running? Because we all hear him.
That'd be fine.
Yeah. All right, any more comments? All right. No old business, no other business. Commissioners' comment? Mr. Quinn?
And
Mr. Bragg?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mason?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine, I done made mine.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else. All right, I'm good.
All right, I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting's adjourned.